Welcome to number 6. I'm Mansour Bello. Tonight's comedians from London's top secret comedy club are Aurie Styla and Lateef Lovejoy. Tonight's show is hosted by A. Comedian.
Ole, ole, ole! What the hell does that mean?
While A. was out front, I had time to catch up backstage with Aurie. Aurie Styla.
Hey, what's going on?
Before you actually hit the stage, how do you prepare?
Pray. Honestly, I get on the side of the stage to get myself in the zone and pray.
Let's make some noise for Aurie Styla.
Let's do the thing.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep on clapping for him.
Yo, what's going on? Everyone good? Yeah. Nah, come on, the more energy you give to me, the more I'll give back to you. What's going on? Is everyone good? Yeah. Nice, nice. First, I just want to say, I just turned 30 recently, literally a week ago, and I'm thinking about my life. And I know one thing is definitely I need to do, start saving some serious money, right? And I got a real good technique. First thing is I don't know if I could have any children. Well, I can have children. I don't know if I really want to have any children. I don't know about this. I mean, parents in the house make some noise? Yeah. Parent? So you know what I'm saying? They're expensive, innit? It's your birthday, you got to give them money to buy you a present. That don't make sense to me. And they buy you things they think you like because you buy it regularly for the house, like toilet paper. What a dickhead. No, serious, I ain't hemorrhaging money like that. I'm trying to save money. No, I really am. Kids are expensive, I'm trying to save money. I've got techniques on how to save money in this day and age. I'm trying to save. And I've got a really good technique. This is the biggest one I think that works for me, right? When it is time for me to settle down and start having children, I'm gonna make sure I settle down with a Jehovah's Witness because they don't celebrate anything. No, it's truth, it's against a religion. Birthdays, they don't celebrate it. Christmas, they don't acknowledge it. Easter, nobody gets any eggs. If you don't believe me, watch this. Do we have any Jehovah's Witnesses in here? None, because this is a celebration of laughter. They're not allowed to come to these places. It's backsliding for them, I'm serious. I got a nephew as well called Reese. Now, he's a hustler, he's definitely my family. I love Reese to bits, you know why? Because he's always got a mindset of how can I make some money. He's 5. And he's smart like that. Last time I went to see him, he goes, hey, Uncle Aurie, how you doing? I said, hey, what's going on? What's going on with you? Is everything all right? He goes, I'm trying to save some money, but I need some help. Next time you come here, can you please bring an empty water bottle? I said, what do you need an empty water bottle for? He goes, I'm saving money from the Tooth Fairy. And I thought, that's sweet, that's nice. But the thing is, he knows now who the Tooth Fairy is. He's figured it out. He knows that it's his parents that are the Tooth Fairy. You know why? Because he's got his best friend, Ryan, Reese and Ryan. Thick as thieves, these two. They're both losing their teeth at the same time. But the thing is, when Reese loses a tooth and puts it under the pillow, Reese gets £1. When Ryan loses a tooth and puts it under the pillow, Ryan gets £5. Reese knows the difference between him and Ryan is that Reese comes from poverty and Ryan comes from privilege, right? Because you're not gonna imagine a tooth fairy that's discriminatory against you, are really. But this is why I love Reese the bits, yeah? Because now every time he loses a tooth, he gives it to Ryan. Ah, smart, innit? Ryan gets £5, keeps a £2 administration fee, and gives Reese the other £3. I'm proud of him. Every time I see him, I say, I'm proud of you, I love you, you are definitely my family. But let me ask you something. What's the empty water bottle for? He goes, I need something to knock my teeth out. I said, what an idiot. What an idiot, man. Trying to save that money, I really am. And the thing is, I know relationships, I'm 30, my mum always keeps saying it's time for you to settle down, get in a relationship and stuff. And I don't know, man. My ideas of romance is it's different. Like, if I ask people, wait, firstly, people in a relationship make some noise? Yes. Yeah, woo, yeah, you didn't sound happy. Watch this. Single people make some noise. You hear that? Celebrating, innit? Yeah, happy. Nah, man, I don't know. Relationships for me, whilst dating, I've learned a lot about relationships. And one thing I've noticed is things like romance. Like, I mean, who's here? Are you in a relationship, you two? No? Just all friends? Like, you said that like you didn't, like, raw. Ugh. You got vexed. Are you in a relationship? No. Look at him. Like, right, why would you do that? He's sitting right there. Are you two in a relationship? No, friends. No? Just friends? Really? Friends? Swear. Friends. Let me ask, are you single? Yeah. Of course you are. Are you single? Yeah, definitely. Friends, you know, like that, people. That friend to cuddle up with and keep yourself warm during the cold season, save on essential heating. I know what you're doing, bruv. But let me ask you, if you're in a relationship, just a quick wave. I just want to know who's in a relationship real quick. I know someone said we're over there. Okay, so you are. My darling, are you your partner here? No. No? Okay, so no one's here with their partner. Oh, you're here with your partner, big man. Now, thank you. Put your hand up. I like that. You put the victim now. All right, so you put your hand up. I appreciate that. Let me ask you something. How long have you two been together?
6 months.
6 months? That's nice. So it's early. But I'm going to ask you, in a sentence, I don't want to embarrass you, but in a sentence, tell me, what is romance?
It's about caring for someone.
Couple stutters there, bruv. And it's a tricky one. I mean, the reason I ask you is because I know that if I ask you, it's going to be difficult for you to tell me what romance is. Not because you don't know, but it's hard for us to verbalize it. Women know what romance is. Oh, women got romance a lot, but men don't have the same idea of what romance is as women do. Women definitely know what romance is. And I pieced together an answer by asking people all over the world what romance is. And this is the answer I think is on the right track, but it's not exact. You tell me, ladies, if I'm on the right track. I know it's not exact, but you tell me if I'm on the right track with this answer. Romance is doing something that is unnecessary but nice to do for your partner to make them smile, to make them happy, to please them. Would you say I'm on the right track, ladies? I'm on the right track. See, what you hear when I say that, thank you. What you hear when I say that is please, happy, nice. What men hear is unnecessary because what you think is romantic to you, to us is a whole bag of shit, you know? Big man, be honest with me, yeah? Relationship right here. How many times have you lot been out somewhere nice? You know it's cold, so you bring a jacket for you. You're thinking about it, innit? But because of the dress she wants to wear, the weather must compensate, you know, like that. And you go out somewhere nice, restaurant, bar, whatever, cinema, and you have a wicked time. End of the night, you go get your coat from the cloakroom. She's waiting by the door. She ain't got nothing to pick up, you know? And then you put the coat on. You step outside, hear her. It's a bit brisk out here, babe. Your jacket looks warm. I know, that's why I brought it for me. You see what I mean? But you got to give her the jacket. And then you get sick 2 days later, your phone when you're at work. Oh, babe, I'm ill, hear her. Oh, shut up, pussy. Stop acting up, that's just man flu. You don't know what it's like to have a period once a month, click, and make you feel like an idiot, you know? No, it's the truth. That it happens, it does. I remember one time I was at a show, and there was a man sitting in the audience, and he was relaxed. You could tell he'd been in a long-term relationship. Big man. You could tell, long-term relationship, because he's kind of leaning back, and he leaned to one side here. And you could tell he'd been in a very long-term relationship, and his missus was sitting on this side. And he's trying to lean away from her. He's with her, but he wants to be as far away as he can. His head in the next woman's breast here, just enjoying life in a different way. And I stood up, I said, yo, excuse me, sir, how long have you been in a relationship? He goes, young man, I've been married for 29 years. I went, ooh, that's a long time. You must know stuff. Let me ask you something. In a sentence, what is romance? He stood up and said, romance is doing something to show your partner that you love them. The only way you can do that is if you're dead. And he sat down. I thought, what kind of morbid answer is this? He said, young man, look at history and literature and you'll understand what I'm talking about. And I did. I looked at history and literature and he weren't lying. For every person to show their partner, for every man to show their partner that he loves the partner, the man had to dead to do so, you know? Every single one had to die. I'm serious. Hercules fell in love, dead. St. Valentine fell in love, dead. Samson in the Bible, you know, fell in love, got a trim, dead. Everything dead. Everyone dead. Jack from Titanic, you see why this one pisses me off the most? Jack from Titanic, he's in the water, freezing his backside off, you know. She's on the wardrobe door. It looked like a double bed spread, you know. Couldn't let Jack have no squeeze. She's on there saying, push, pussy, land is that way. Hurry up, man, I'm freezing. My man froze, you know, dead. Everyone just dead. And you know what upset me the most about this as well when I think about it? I looked at history and literature again. Ain't no woman dying for their man. There's not one. No, think of literature. Tell me a woman that died for their man, go on. Come on, anyone, no? Who? No one even read that book. Tell me another woman that died for their man. Literature, a woman that died for their man. Somebody, please. Who you say again? Juliet. Romeo died first, so shut your mouth. Nah, but I think if you are dating, I will say this, right? If you are dating, if you are in love, there's one phrase I'm gonna leave on this one. There's one phrase I will say, don't settle, right? 100%, do not settle. People here might be dating have heard that phrase before. I'm serious, do not settle. If you're dating someone, they have something about them that you know you can't really stand, don't force yourself to. Because if you do, what will happen is in a relationship, things that you may not really know annoys you will annoy you even further just because you've settled for something you don't really want. And I'll tell you one last example, right, before I leave. One last example. You might be a woman who's quite tall. I don't know, maybe 5'9", 5'10", and you want a man that's over 6 foot because you might wear heels. Does any women here want a man over 6 foot? Make some noise? You lot are being timid about it. Yeah, I can hear it though. You might want a man that's over 6 foot, and that's fine. If you get a man that's under 6 foot, you go out clubbing, you wear heels, it looks wrong, like you're taking your boyfriend to nursery. All right, babe, we're in the queue. Don't worry, I can see the front, don't worry. You don't want that to happen. And if you settle as well, honestly, ladies, especially if you're tall, if you settle as well for a man that's short, you'll get into arguments in a relationship. That happens in all relationships. But what will happen is you'll argue about something that has nothing to do with his height. But just because you're angry at him, all of a sudden, his height will piss you off even further. It's the truth. Some women are like, yeah, it's true. I'll give you an example. It might be in the house, and she might go, babe, I'm just gonna go do the shopping, do me a favor. The washing is now finished in the machine, hang that up on the dryer for me, on the line for me, and then leave, and then come back, and everything's still in the washing machine. All of a sudden, oh, what? Couldn't reach the clothesline, pussy hole, is that what it is? If I dated an NBA man, everything would have been hung up by now. Thank you for listening to me, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. My name's Aurie Styla. God bless, take care.
Thanks for the relationship advice there, Aurie. We'll be back at the Top Secret Comedy Club right after the break with the very special Lateef Lovejoy. See you then. Welcome back to number 6. I'm Mansour Bello, and you better take your seats. Let the pounded yam digest. Lateef Lovejoy is about to take the stage. Thank you very much, Mansour Bello. Definitely a name to remember. Definitely a name to look out for in the future. How are you, my brother?
I'm very well, man. God is good.
Yeah.
I'm alive. I'm breathing, man. That in itself is a pleasure.
If somebody calls you ugly and you know it's not true, it doesn't stick. That's fine. You know you are not ugly. Dust it off. But when a guy calls you ugly and you know within your soul you are ugly, please do not get offended. That is your fault.
You know what? The beard, looking good. Love it. The coconut oil, the wild berries, the juice. I love the soul glow.
Thank you, man.
My brother.
Yeah, man. Let it shine through.
Cool. Can I use your comb later?
No.
Okay, cool. I'll catch up with you later then. Thank you.
Thank you. Make some noise. Do you have any Americans in? One lonely American. Good. Let's talk about them, man. I was in LA, man, and I like fried chicken. I'm black. It's not a myth. I like fried chicken, but Americans are addictive to fried chicken. They've got a shop called Hooters dedicated to fried chicken, where the women sell you fried chicken wearing hot pants, high heels, and tight tops. That is a male fantasy. Because I'm from East London. I'm not going to see the same thing at Dixie Fried Chicken on Dagenham High Street. I'm not going to walk in there and suddenly Fatima come out holding a plate of fried chicken, wearing hot pants, high heels, and a burqa, looking at me going, don't worry, the chicken is halal. Yeah, but what you're wearing is haram. Put some clothes on. It's not going to happen, man. And I like London, man. London's got like 7 million people, right? And no one talks to you, innit? No one talks to you. You got a better chance having a conversation with a bus stop. Like, no one. The only people that talk to you, there's one person that talks to you in London, only one person that regularly talks to you. Yeah, it's that automated service, that middle-class white lady from Oxford, always giving us direction, telling us what to do in it. She's everywhere. You'll be standing next to a lift, she'll be there. Please don't obstruct the doors. Lifts are about to close. You leave the lift, you go to Sainsbury's, you're in a checkout area, you put your shopping in the wrong bagging area. She's there again, isn't it? Unexpected item in the bagging area. Please remove your item and try again. You leave the shop, you get a text on your mobile phone, you realize you forgot to pay your phone bill, you call up a number, she's there again, isn't it? Welcome to EE, the UK's fastest growing 4G network. So is that middle-class white lady from Oxford. It's never Yinka from Lagos, Nigeria. Totally different situation, isn't it? You'll be next to a lift, she'll be there. Can you move away from the lift? People need to get in the lift, move away from the lift. You forgot to pay your phone bill, you call up a number, she'll be there, innit? Why haven't you paid your phone bill? Hurry up and do it. My mum should be the automated voice service lady, because my mum has got a way of confusing the English language. Like, she's very, very Nigerian. My mum is like quintessentially Nigerian. Like, she's the only woman in the world I know, yeah, who can have 4 versions of the exact same question. Where are you going? You are going where? To where is it you are going? You told me you are going to go where? Like, my mum couldn't be the voice of a satellite navigation system. She would fuck up your entire journey. You'd be on your way to Birmingham, end up in Paris, you know? It's not gonna happen, man. You know, and I like accents as well. I think accents are funny. You know, I like the Indian accent. I purposely wake up every single morning to go to my KFC, to ask Kalpesh behind a till, to change my £10 note into pound coins, so I can hear his accent go up 5 levels and I can laugh my fucking ass off. I walked in there for a whole week. He was like, I told you Monday cannot up until, Tuesday cannot up until, Wednesday cannot up until, Thursday cannot up until, Friday cannot up until, Saturday cannot up until, Sunday cannot up. Started dancing. I'm never going to up until, not wanting to up until, not needing to up until. We live in London, man. It's a multicultural city. Like, there's like so many different languages in it. And some languages sound really pleasing to the ear. Let's be honest, right? French, very sexy language. Parlez-vous français, mademoiselle? Je suis désolé. See, even she's getting wet, right? It's like Spanish, one of the most sexiest languages ever. You can say single words in Spanish, they'll sound sexy. Single words. Barcelona. Madrid. Venice. They just sound good, you know? When we live in London, we're exposed to languages that are not so pleasing on the ear. I love Somalian people, I really do. But I heard a conversation between two Somalian people last week, and I've come to the conclusion that that's not a language. That's just sound effects. This is the conversation. I'm going to Tesco's. I'm going to buy some milk. And that's not racist, I'm black. I'm into a lot of things. I like acting. Yeah. Some of you might recognize me on a few low-budget pornos. No, I'm joking. I like Nollywood as well. That's like, I don't know if you guys have heard of Nollywood. Third biggest film industry in the world. Yeah. Hollywood, Bollywood, Nollywood. Yeah. I've been watching quite a lot of those, man. I like Nigerian movies, but they're always about the same sort of, thing, adultery, love, and all that kind of stuff. I want to see them expand the genre a bit more. What I really want to see is a Nigerian version of Superman. But then I thought about that. Nigerians haven't got the patience to be bus drivers, never mind superheroes. That wouldn't even be a movie, people. It would be a fucking trailer. Be a Nigerian lady trapped up in a burning building 100 feet in the air, screaming for her life. Superman! Help! He'll be 100 feet down on the ground looking up at her. Look at this crazy woman. Jump! I can't jump. Fly up here and save me. So you want me to fly all the way over there and save you for free? If you want to survive, can you please send down your account number, sort code, and email address? Next day, 1,000 emails in her inbox, man. It's crazy, man. I don't like confrontation neither, actually. I get a lot of that in London, man. Like, there's a lot of people here, like, London's like 7 million people, almost the population of Sweden. You know that? And there's so many homeless people as well. That really annoys me, man. Like, they're everywhere. It doesn't need to be that many homeless people. However, some of them are very funny. I'm not going to lie. I came out of a Turnpike Lane tube station the other day, and this beggar that was sitting there said the most funniest thing to me I've ever heard anyone say. I felt obligated to give him some money. I come out the tube station. He's totally drunk. He sees me, crosses over the road, staggers up to me, totally drunk, and I swear to God, this is what he said. How you doing, mate? How you doing, mate? Look here, you're black, I'm Irish. £1, please. I gave him my credit card. That shit was hilarious. Oh, man. It's good though, man. So what are we doing later on? How about you? What are you doing later on? Orgy at my house? I reckon we can. Can they put that on TV? Oh, this is cool, man. I don't know whether I should talk about a couple more things. How you do? Are you from Dagenham, by the way? Okay, cool. Have you ever been to Dixie Fried Chicken? You liar, it doesn't exist. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, speak amongst yourselves, people. No, I'm joking. Who's in a relationship? Give me a cheer. Fucking hell, all right. Has anyone met online? Who's met online? Give me a cheer if you've met online. You liars, you look like you belong on Tinder. Did you meet online? You didn't. Because that's the new thing now, right? Like 70% of modern day relationships, right, are formed through people meeting online. It's amazing. Because before the internet, right, you had to be very creative to meet that special person in it. You had to be like in a nightclub because there's no rules there. Be totally drunk and have all of these drugs in your system. And those drugs and that alcohol will take you to the hottest looking girl on the dance floor. That's when you'll walk up to her, tap her on the shoulder and start whispering in her ear, even though you don't know that you sound like a pervert. Huh? Out of nowhere, you'll just be like, what's up? Ooh, yeah. I've been watching you from across the dance floor, and I gotta say, you look absolutely amazing. Let's go back to my studio flat, open up a bottle of wine, watch your DVD, take the night from there. What you saying, darling? You can do that, innit? Because you're in a nightclub. No rules in a nightclub. Let's be honest, people. You can do that same thing 9 o'clock Monday morning at Stratford train station. You couldn't be on platform 7, see a hot-looking girl on platform 13, walk up to her in the freezing cold, tap her on her shoulder and do the same thing. Ooh, yeah. I've been watching you from across the train platform and that coat you're wearing looks really, really warm. Get on this next train to Kilburn. When you get to Kilburn, come out the station, walk up 250 yards and I'll be waiting for you. You're more like a potential rapist. But you know, like sometimes when people do these gigs and stuff like that, like they kind of have this massive joke and they leave the stage like in a blaze of glory and they look really, really cool after having a standing ovation. I ain't got that fucking joke. But I gotta get out of here because my kids are in the car. The key is in the ignition and I'm parked on a double yellow line, so I'm fucked. So yeah, take care, peace.
Hey Lateef, with all the money from those TV commercials, if you got a ticket, don't send the bill to us. Big thanks to Aurie Styla and the host on the evening, A. Comedian. See you next time.